What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Happy day today. We are still waiting for ETF approval. I normally do these videos in the morning. Right now it is the afternoon. Right, it's almost 2:30. I've just been trying to hold off as long as I can to do the video, hoping that the SEC was gonna approve the ETFs. Everyone still believes the ETFs are going to be approved. So we're basically going to talk about that today. What are the implications if we don't get approved? What are the implications if we do get approved? What can you expect based on how I see it? And then we're just going to probably talk about a few altcoins that I've been buying recently. All right. And so without further ado, let's do this. All right. So I've been scouring the Twitter just to see what's going on, to see if any news came out, and nothing really. A couple of interesting things. This guy Michael Van Pope said the spot ETF was approved on the SEC website. Looks pretty interesting, looks kind of real, effective date. But you know what I do is, because of yesterday, I go back and see what's going on here, and well, nothing happened. So no, it doesn't seem official, although maybe it's true. Hopefully it is. And then this guy, Charles Gasparino, said a senior exec at a major Bitcoin spot ETF applicant tells Fox Business that the SEC has informed his firm that the fund will be approved today, sometime after the close of trading. And then that guy apparently said Gensler, this is Gensler, so who knows when this happens. Okay, so maybe approval after 4 or 6. Another guy who I forget who it was did mention something about they expect it to happen after trading an official approval. And SEC, because they probably dragged kicking and screaming to do this, will probably have that happen after trading hours, as late as they could possibly do it. Everyone is kind of just waiting. Just a lot of stuff. ETF officially approved now. There's a lot of stuff. If I just go Bitcoin ETF, what comes up? Let's see the top, and what people are actually see here 17 minutes ago, the Chicago Board of Exchange, CBOE, Chicago Board of something exchange, options, no, Chicago Board of something exchange, says ETFs will start trading tomorrow. CBOE again will be trading tomorrow apparently, so that's something that's pretty interesting. CBOE ETFs are listing in exchange pending approval. Van Eyck, Fidelity, Franklin, Invesco. Who we just don't know. Remember yesterday, I don't know if you know this or not, I'm sure you probably do, the SEC came out with a tweet saying it's been approved, and apparently they took that back, saying it was a mistake, an error, and they're looking into it. They're investigating themselves to see what's going on. It's just crazy. So I mean, now everyone's kind of like, is it true? Is it true? Well, whatever you see, this is probably gonna pop up really high. If it does get approved. If it doesn't, we're dropping, guys. I can see us definitely dropping. Maybe in the short term right here, 42, 41, slowly dropping down to around 35, and maybe as low as 32. Maybe some wicks beneath that, okay? Because everyone's expecting it to go up. Everyone's expecting the approval to happen, so we're just waiting. As I've maintained, I believe we're probably going to touch somewhere around 58,000, retrace, start slowing back down. Now, the reason for that is because, guys, first the hype dies down, okay? And ETF gets approved, and then money has to start coming in. People actually have to start buying these ETFs for it to be successful. Now, the first couple of weeks, who knows what's going to happen, but maybe it's going to take a little bit because people are going to be like, oh man, you know, I don't know. We're talking about people with millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, and so they have to take their time. Maybe they want to see first what's going to happen. They want to see a track record. Okay, so maybe a good influx of money will probably come in at around 2025, right? Maybe they want to see a good year. Although that doesn't mean that there won't be money coming in right away. There probably will be, but probably just not as much as people expect for Bitcoin to go up to like 100,000 right away. Although I do think that Bitcoin can go between 80 and 100,000 this year. So I mean, money is going to start slowly coming in, causing the price to slowly go up. And then 2025, people are going to be like, you know what? This thing has gone. I've been watching it for a whole year. It's gone from like 46,000 to 100,000. It's doubled. Let me start putting it in money. So they start putting in money, and then I could envision something like a blow off top happening in 2025, which would go with the 4-year timeline and what the charts previous cycles say that will happen. Okay, now let's read this. I reported this news in my Spanish channel, social networks. Okay. Oh no, is this one? Standard Chartered Bank believes Bitcoin can reach a price of 100,000, which I just made mention this year, and it can reach 200,000 at the end of 2025. The reason their analysts believe this is because of the Bitcoin ETF. The price prediction assumes that between 437,000 and 1.32 million Bitcoins will be held in Bitcoin ETFs by the end of 2024. In other words, these funds, these ETF, I don't know, fund managers or whatever, are going to have to buy this amount of Bitcoin, right? So the ETFs can hold them, so that people can buy the ETFs. Because remember, the spot ETFs, they have to hold the Bitcoin. Okay, so that's a lot of Bitcoin, guys. That's a lot of Bitcoin. That's going to cause the price to go up. All right, that's around, as far as inflows, $50 to $100 billion in inflow. Now that's talking 2024, okay? By the end of 2024. So it's going to take a little while, guys, as I made mention, and it does make sense. And that's why the price could go up to 100,000. Now, before I read all this stuff, that I actually believe the same thing. I've made mention to it in previous videos, but this kind of backs up my claim, my belief. Standard Chartered Bank, with their analysts, came to the same conclusion as I did by me just looking at charts, and these guys hopefully doing the homework, and knowing the ETF markets and what to expect. Okay, the bank, this is interesting too. The bank also noted that the gold exchange traded products saw a increased value of 4.3 times its price. So gold saw an increase of 4.3 times its price because of the ETFs, because of the gold ETFs when they came out. But that was over the course of 7 to 8 years. Now, Standard Chartered expects that to happen in 24 months for Bitcoin, which coincides with the blow off top in 2025. A 4.3 times increase in current value would put Bitcoin at 200,000 per coin in 2025. And yeah, I think that's pretty spot on. That's what I personally believe as well. So I mean that's pretty interesting. So what I made mention yesterday, I think could possibly be, right? Boom. Top out around 58,000. All right. We're only 50% away from all-time highs. So I don't know if we get there, boom, right here. But maybe we drop back down again. Really, maybe we don't lose more than 40. So we don't get out of the 40s, right? Get up here, maybe right around here, 44. Wick down a little bit, and then start climbing up for this side. You know, eventually, this year somewhere going 80, 100, right around here, maybe around here, November, 100,000, and then next year really just boom, take off, and then that's it. That's the end. That's the end of the cycle. So something like that, I could definitely envision. This is around 200,000. This is where I think we're going to be at the height of the bull run, somewhere around here, probably towards the end of 2025. And now it's looking like that could be the case. Because remember, guys, the approval is the first thing. We got to wait for the approval. That's going to cause a knee jerk to pop up, in my opinion. Then after that, people are going to be like, okay, now what? People are going to start ETFs are slowly going to start getting their money. The ETF managers are going to start buying the Bitcoin. Prices are going to start slowly coming back up after maybe a little bit of a lull. Sell the news event, I think is probably right here. It's probably right. So we do drop, but I'm not expecting a 40%. I'm not expecting it to go back down to like the 30s again, just because there's too many people going to start buying now. Okay, so I think maybe 44 or maybe even 43. In the 40s, 41, 42 would be pretty much the new baseline. The new baseline, if we do drop after the ETF approval, that's where we would probably build a base from, and then start going up again from there. I don't think we drop down into the 30s anymore, unless we do not get an approval. All right, so let's check out one more time and see if anything pops up right now. Bitcoin ETF. Let's see. Just put in Bitcoin ETF again. Anything. No, just Jamie Dimon. Nothing, guys. All right, so that's pretty much it. All right, now what have I been doing? I've been looking for opportunities. Okay, and there's a lot of them. Okay, there's a lot of them. It's just that for me personally, there are less because of my bags are already filled. But we'll spend a few minutes taking a look at what opportunities could possibly be. And I was also looking at another gaming play. I'll share that once I do a little bit more homework on it. This is one that I've been buying, Alaska Gold Rush, trying to get to 100,000 tokens, and I'm like 8,000 away from it. So look, this is a pretty good, interesting one. It's up 10%. We'll look at the chart in a second. What else? Shrapnel, everything is, these things are up. Let's see what's down the last hour. That's kind of more interesting. Soonverse is one that I also have been buying. I think this one's going to do really well. Soonverse, a game, very low market cap, good tokenomics. They're going to get rid of like 60% of their total supply, maybe even more. I think 68%. I did a video on them. This is one that you should definitely take a look at, and this is one that I've also been buying. I've just been trying to take advantage of ones that I don't have a huge position in, that I'm still trying to build the positions on. And that's not many. I have all my positions pretty much all set. Tectum is down. That's 171 million market cap. I was bringing it to you a lot less than that, way less than that. I think like when it was a low cap. Now it's not really too much of a low cap. Another one that's not really too much of a low cap is Triaz. Now it's also in 100 million market cap, and I was bringing it to you at way less than that as well. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at the charts really quick. Another one that I've been buying just to lower my average. Redodo. All right, this is a GambleFi play. Okay, it's at 3 cents. Maybe I'll nibble it again just to lower this a little bit more. But I have been buying this one to lower this. I bought too high apparently. But that's okay. That's cool. I have all this to bring it down, and eventually it's gonna come back up. It's gonna come back up because it looks like they're well positioned. I think it's a good project. Here's one that's dropped today. It's below where my average buy. This is one that I'll probably pick up right now. I like this. 2 days in a row of red. Gamer coin, another one that I just recently put on people's radar. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty interesting. So it's below my buy price. I'm gonna pick some up. Soonverse. This is the one that I was just talking about. These last 2 days have dropped, and so I bought. You can't be scared of buying, guys. And then look, I've been rewarded. Boom, right up here, because I did lower my average buy, and now I'm in profits. All right. You know, my average buy was actually higher, and this was like down here. So I'm like, okay, what do I do? Some people would panic and be like, let me sell. I'm like, let me buy some more. Let me lower my average, because if I'm buying, unless something has changed, and I'll go sit there and take a look at what's going on here, and I'll make sure, okay, has anything changed? Nothing has changed. Good. Then that means that I'm still right in my thesis or my belief in the project, and I'm gonna buy some more to lower my average, to increase, to just make sure I have a nice buy-in price, because eventually it'll pop. All right, and this one looks like it will pop. It looks like it's a really good game, good community, everything. If I'm putting it on your radar, it's because I think it's a good project and I bought it. All right, if not, I'll let you know. I don't have this token or whatever information that I need to let you guys know on. I'm a pretty honest guy. Okay, I keep it 100. Here's one that I recently saw a big influencer started talking about UBXS. It's still, from where I bought it, for 4 cents. It's at 7 cents. So I mean, this one's actually not a bad area to pick up. All right, because I think this one will do well. Looks maybe like a possible inverse head and shoulders. That'd be interesting. What would that be if that was in fact the case and it just finished building its shoulder? Where would that be? Like right around here. Let's say like that. And this would be more or less the neckline. Would it be 19 cents? Maybe. 19 cents would be interesting. I could see something like that happening. All right, so UBXS, something to look at. Another thing that I did, I got rid of Happy, because I saw it starting to come down, and I was already up double, so I took that money out. I had a small position anyways, but hey, why not double my money? Now I'm taking that money and putting it into other projects, because I don't have any excess capital. So now I'm just looking at projects that I had once believed in, but I believe in them less. All right, and it's not that I don't believe in this project. I'm sure it'll do well, but I just don't see too many people talking about it. All right, and that gives me pause. Okay, there has to have some type of buzz. All right, so this is when I bought it at 10 cents. I had a small position, plus another thing, my position size wasn't all that great. So I'm like, you know what, let me take advantage of this, because maybe it does drop down. I'm not saying it's not a good project, but for me, based on my needs, I'm like, I want capital to put in other projects that I believe in more, new projects that I identified, like GHX, like Soon. All right. Maybe add more to like Galileo Network is another one that I kind of want to add more to. Right, and it has dropped. Let's see if it drops down a little bit more. I missed this. I was close to my average buy price, but maybe I'll pick up some more because I do have some capital that I want to put in before this ETF approval causes things to probably spike up. Another one on the chopping block, that this is not on the chopping block. This is Galileo Leo X is one that I really want to put in a little bit more. Another one that's kind of I'm considering is GFAL, just because of the tokenomics. I'm up like 50%. It hasn't done much, but I mean this is good because I think it eventually will go up. So I'm going to be a little bit patient. But if I do run out of capital again, and I want more capital for other projects, then I'll probably look at this first to start DCAing out of and put it into other projects. That's one way to handle the situation. But hopefully you are up, or at least at break even. All right. So make sure you pick good projects no matter what. Okay. So yeah, so GFAL. All right, I think we're gonna leave it at that. Let's hope that we do get the ETF approval, because that's gonna be really good. But just keep in mind, we might see a drop in price for a little while, you know, before investors start looking and say, okay, let's see what's going on. Let me start nibbling. Let me start buying, and then eventually, as I made mention, you know, billions will flow into the ETF, Bitcoin ETF, which will cause the price to go up. Remember, I believe that we're going to hit between 80 and 100,000 this year in 2024, probably towards the end, guys. All right, and so apparently so does Standard Chartered Bank. So they are expecting inflows to come in, but just keep everything tempered, be patient, have money ready to put in different projects. Okay. All right, let's leave it at that, guys. If you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. Greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to grow the channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.